All right, today we got one of, hold on, I can't find my finger. There it is. We got one of John's trucks over here. So we got to put a couple more marker lights down the side here. This thing is the light housing, and it's bent like right in here someplace. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see that right there? It's kind of got a little turned up. Here's the new one. We got the new faceplate, reflective stuff. Bolts on right there. He's already got it unbolted. The wiring out. I think we're gonna just reuse this faceplate because it's the new one doesn't have the cutout for the backup beeper, and it has a hole in it right here, which would normally be the backup light or the license plate light, which is obviously on the other side. We don't need it on this side, so I think we're not going to use this one. We're just going to reuse that one because yeah, it's straight.
There's a 14 mil wrench over there. Can you grab it?
Lose one?
No.
Oh.
That's the hole that the wire goes through.
Yeah. So you're gonna upgrade that light anyways? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
So we're replacing. Where'd it go?
That old ass
This-
incandescent.
This guy right here.
Two.
Dadgum, that's a hella.
That's a halogen.
Yeah. All right, but we're changing it out to
These fancy bad boys right
this
here.
guy right here. So it's got kind of a flood in the middle, and then it's got more of a spot. It's got 3 wires, so we're not exactly sure how this is going to work. We're going to have to do a little testing. We'll do our wiring and get that all figured out.
So that's your regular.
Wait, hold on. Turn that back on. So that's all of them.
And then this bad boy, once I can see again, is that.
Oh, so it's got like a halo ring.
Yep.
Ah.
So our theory is if we could either wire it straight to my beacon lights that are on that light bar, because then it'll go, oh, it turned off. On, off, on, off. It'll flash with it, or we might have to put a flash pack in with it.
One of the bolts broke off on that panel, so we're trying to get this broken bolt out of this speed clip or body clip or whatever you guys want to call this. So went over to the old welding trailer, clamped it down the vise, and we're gonna see, everybody cross your fingers, it's gonna come out. Just because it's turning doesn't mean it's gonna be good. Well, I think we're winning. I gotta go to the hardware store anyways to get a hole saw for the marker lights. So we'll take one of those bolts with us that hold that back panel on and try to match it up as best we can. Well, it looks like there's threads still in there. We'll put her on there, give her a whirl. Okay, so real quick, you know, I've kind of been getting a couple of comments here and there about, well, what happened to the off-road part of off-road stuff? Because lately I've been working on all these other little projects, you know, my little welding trailer and, you know, doing stuff like this, help my kid on his truck. And, well, if you look at the title, it says off-road stuff. And this is the stuff part that comes along with it. because the tracker's still down. That means that I don't have any wheels to go off-roading in. So at this point in time, I'm just doing all the stuff that I kind of do in between the off-roading that you guys normally don't see. This is the kind of stuff I do at work: fix lights, install lights, troubleshoot electrical problems, some fabricating, welding, stuff like that. So that's kind of where all this just plays in. Just kind of normal stuff day to day for me. Yeah, and it's my channel, so I'm gonna do what I want. And I got a call for, well, basically same guy owns this company. He's putting up basically he's having like a stem wall curb put in for fencing, and a custom built gate, which another buddy of mine, Ryan McKinley, I believe, is building this gate. I haven't seen it, but I'm sure it's gonna be pretty cool. The guy is a really good welder fabricator, so I'm sure it's gonna be a nice gate. We'll see that when it's done. My buddy Danny from Freedom Ropes is helping out on this same project. He's the one doing the concrete work for the stem wall. He's gonna put a post in for the gate, and I was asked if I could bring my trailer with the mobile welder to hang the gate and get this project done. So those are kind of the things that are maybe seeing here in the near future. Yeah, that's about it. Bro Dizzle had to go back to the yard and release a vehicle. So when he gets back, he's gonna kind of finishing up. We got one light in right there. I'm gonna run to the hardware store, get a hole saw and a new bolt to match so we can put this faceplate on all the way. We'll get that. While I'm working on at the store getting all that stuff, he's gonna go over on this side and probably pull that cover off so we can get to the bolts to change out that other light so that it matches this one. All right, so we drilled 2 holes here. This was I believe 2.5, and it was too small. This was 2 3/4, and I put the grommet in here like so. Come on, work with me here. There we go. Good gummit. And that fits in there nice, and there's still enough room so when you put your light in, it kind of swedges it out just a little bit, and these things stay nice and snug. If you put a little you use like soap and water. I like to use a little bit of dielectric grease in there, and those lights will just pop right in. So anybody that's wondering, to put the 2.5-inch round, like the side marker lights, you're going to use a 2 3/4-inch hole saw. You can go just a little bigger, but you got to remember sometimes these things wobble around if you're not real careful drilling that hole. But then you end up with a giant hole and the thing just flops around all the time.
Looks like you gotta make you a new handle.
Time out.
Hey, Opa! I made it. Yeah. See, the way I did it was a lot cooler.
Alright, so
See,
it's
how's
in
that
there.
thing fit? Got to spit all over me. Hey, now get out of here with that goofy shit.
That looks
Kablooey.
good. I think she's in there all the way.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we're gonna get these guys bolted up in there and see how they fit.
You gotta go goofy with this one.
Boy.
Hey, man. See how beans today?
No, not today.
Yeah. What is it?
No, I think that's gonna work. We'll get them snugged up and we'll show you afterwards. So the old Bro Dizzle got a little carried away with the step bit and went just a hair too far. So it was a little loose. We just stuck it in there, put a little silicone on there, and we got the weight of the plate actually kind of holding it down. Hopefully we get this stuff to set good enough that we can get it put in tonight. Alright, hit it! Oh, look at that, fancy, fancy. It's almost dark. We're gonna get the truck out of here, back to the yard, get my crap all situated back in my driveway. And thanks for following along. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share with your friends, ring that bell for notification. Most importantly, be safe and we'll see you on the trail. Hey, would you look at that? A rollback on a dirt road.